So, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I have been joined by Dominic, who's got up ultra early because he's down in Australia. Morning, Dominic.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, or good evening as it is here. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
it's very weird with all these time zones everywhere in the world.
yeah.
Yeah, I still can't get used to it. But there we go. There we go. So, my question to you is, what do you enjoy outside of what you do for your job?
Well, I enjoy sport. I enjoy most of the sciences,
Oh,
astronomy as well, stargazing.
right.
Um, as I said, sport.
So,
Um,
any particular sport? Cricket, rugby, football?
well, Australian rules football.
Yeah.
I do cricket, but that's our summer sport. Our winter sports are Australian rules football. Pretty much most sports. American, English, Australian.
So, what do you have any
Um,
quirky sports in Australia that we wouldn't know over here?
well, I wouldn't call Australian rules football quirky. Um, Trying to think of any other sports that in Australia that'd be quirky. Not really.
No. Okay. I wasn't
Most
sure.
most of them are most of them are mainly known.
Okay. And astronomy, you say?
Yeah, yeah. This was a something that's been a hobby for me for many, many years. And stargazing, physics, something that I really wanted to something I really wanted to do as well, but never really tried to get into that field, unfortunately. Aviation is another hobby.
And is that aviation with the fixed wing or small planes, large planes, miniature
Um,
planes, radio controlled planes?
well, all of the above actually.
Oh, right. Okay.
Radio controlled planes, as in the fixed wing version,
Fixed wing. Yeah. So
which
do
lead
you have
into
big clubs over there that
um. Well,
take?
I haven't checked in many many years, but yeah, I know there is a um model aircraft uh, field near me,
Okay.
and I can actually see it from where I am. But the trouble is to get there because there's the Yarra River, which is one of the major rivers in Melbourne,
Mm.
actually goes right through it. So I have to go what is probably 400 or 500 meters. If there was
Oh,
a bridge there,
yeah.
I have to go right around it, which would mean it's probably 5 or 6 kilometers,
Well, that's
about
crazy.
three or
You
four
just get,
mile in the old
I know,
number.
just change a sport, just get a canoe and canoe
Yeah,
over.
yeah,
Yeah, it's annoying when that happens, isn't it? You can see where you want to go and you've got to go miles round to get to it.
yeah.
Oh dear, that's not clever. Whoever
And
designed it's not clever.
it
But
just, as I said, it's just the way it goes. And
yeah,
it is the main river that goes through Victoria, Melbourne, really,
mm,
the Yarra River. But it's not that wide at it. It's just that it is. It is there.
yeah,
Probably only a couple of meters, but it is because it
it's
is.
still there. Yeah,
Yeah,
just annoyance, isn't it, really?
most
Yeah,
definitely.
but there we go. There we go. But and you say sciences that you're interested in.
Yeah, yeah. As I said, astronomy and planet gazing and that sort of
Mm,
thing was a big topic when I was young and going
yeah.
through school, and still pretty much is.
Mm. Yes, I
It's
have a
always been a
fascination for it.
fascination.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a fascination for that too. I mean, it blows my mind to think that there are things called black holes that are huge, ginormous, well,
Yeah.
without it, just I don't know how big. And, how does something like a black hole exist and we all don't get sucked into it? That's what I can't
Mm.
grasp. I mean, it's it's mad.
Yeah, and it is a fascinating
Yeah.
topic, really.
And I think we have a fellow astronomer that we
Yep,
know, Donna,
yep,
and she's had two comets named after her.
yeah. That'd be nice.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
I think that's amazing, don't you?
Mm,
So, yeah, I don't think I'd ever have a comet named after me. I don't have the equipment really, but
mm.
no, it really is quite fascinating. I mean, you can look.
But it does help being out in the country
Yes,
because of the dark sky.
yeah, absolutely.
And that's another a topic that we can talk about is light pollution,
Oh, yes.
which becomes a which is a great nuisance, I must say, for people that live in the
Yeah,
inner city.
bane
Because
of our
you have
lives,
to
I
drive
think.
at least an hour out of the city
Yeah,
to be
and
able
of
to
course
see a
that
dark sky.
it then makes the sky orange, doesn't it? So it sort of
Mm,
tinges everything.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I sometimes watch a program on television about people that go out to hunt the opals
Oh
way
yeah.
out in the bush. I mean, it's as black as black. You can't even see your hand in front of your face where they
Yeah.
all sort of hang out. That's the kind of place, isn't it? To
Yeah.
go and have a cabin or something out there and be able to stargaze till the cows come home.
Oh, definitely.
It's
Because
just yeah,
it's
it's
probably
fascinating.
about an hour and a half out of Melbourne,
Mm,
depending on which direction you go to, because we've got a couple of very built up cities as well.
mm.
But you would have to find a nice area. And I would say that there are a few, but the trouble is, being a fairly built up tourist area, you would have to find, because even if you went an hour, there's still probably a few more of
Yeah.
these tourist areas there. So you would have to find something that is really well defined, but
Mm.
not too well defined that you're going to get heavy street lighting.
Yeah, you want so are any areas in Australia classed as a dark space? We have some areas in the UK.
There probably is if I look carefully,
Mm,
and I would think that yeah. Well, I'm probably wondering. Well, if we went to the middle of Australia,
yeah.
could be a very interesting spot. But there's a Cooper Pedy, which is where opal mining is pretty famous. That'd be probably a good spot, but at the same time, it's probably another tourist destination.
Well, probably. Yeah. Talking of mining, I saw a program earlier and they found a pineapple um, opal.
Oh,
Fascinating. It just looked like if you can imagine pine cones,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it was like that, but it didn't look like a pineapple. But I can understand why it's called a pineapple opal. And it
Mm-hmm.
looked like an open but squat pine cone.
Mm.
Incredible. Apparently extremely rare, and they found this. They've only been in the season for the first season, and they found this first time ever.
Mm.
About 70 grand's worth.
Oh, nice.
It just sits in the palm of your hand.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
It's
always a
quite
fascinating
fascinating.
thing.
And they
Yeah,
were
yeah,
talking about there's lots of areas, isn't there, that they mine opals
yeah.
all over.
I know of two off the top of my head
Hmm?
in Australia. And then we've also got the gold. We had the gold mining rush in the mid 1850s.
Right.
And there's always bits and pieces of the stuff you can find.
Yes.
But it was mainly centered around the Ballarat Bendigo area in Victoria. That was where the gold rush was really
Is that up
um,
where? Ian lives.
No, nowhere near it.
Oh, okay. Oh, Bendigo.
It did
Is
sound
that?
like Bagara, but
But
it's
oh, Bagar.
Bendigo.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, it did
Yeah.
sound like that. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, well, yeah. There's so many similar names. I think Ruth, is it Ruth Ashford is on Bendigo?
yeah, Bendigo. Yeah,
That's it.
near and around it. Yeah,
Yeah.
around that area.
Yes. All these names. Honestly, you look at a map of Australia and it's just so huge.
Well, yeah, I can understand that considering the fact that we're mostly the size of the US, the United States, not the North American continent. It's the 48 lower states, and we're roughly the same size as that when you take out Alaska.
It's crazy.
So, so for people coming from the UK and coming from most of Europe, it would be an absolute culture shock because of the size of
Mm,
Australia, where you might say from one end of the UK to the other, north south, you'd probably say, oh, that's a day trip. Over here, that's just around the corner.
yes. Yes. Yeah. It is crazy, isn't the distances? And I suppose that the population is far lesser, isn't it? Because you've got the spanses
Yeah,
of
we've got we only
areas.
we can only take up 14% of the continent
Yeah.
in population
Mm.
because most of the continent is uninhabitable.
Yeah.
And it's
Well,
mainly the
seeing
east
them,
coast of Australia. I would say that most of the population is in Victoria and New South Wales.
right. Yeah, seeing that they were digging earlier with the digger to get down to find some opal that had gone down. So where the trees used to be, and
Yeah,
then water goes down those holes, and then the compression causes
yeah,
this amazing opal, and
yeah.
it's just so unstable, all
Oh,
this rock.
definitely.
Yeah, it's incredible. But yes, I mean, what a resource, really.
Mm.
And you have obviously the indigenous peoples. So where would the indigenous people, where would they be predominantly based?
Oh, they're predominantly based all over Australia,
Oh, okay.
and each capital
Okay.
city, yeah, each
I,
capital city had a main tribe
mm,
and various tribes around that.
I hadn't appreciated that actually. I had an impression that it was a particular area, um, but you hear all
Not
sorts of
really. It's
things.
mainly the where the capital cities are.
Right, right. Yeah, it's yes, it's quite a topic, isn't it, Australia? There's so many
Mm.
things, and the sports that you enjoy, and everything. There's quite a lot of topics in there for conversations,
Well,
Dominic.
I'm going by Victoria, which is pretty much known as the sporting capital of Australia.
Hmm.
We much have almost a um, a sport a month because January we've got the Australian Open, which is one of the four main Grand Slams.
Hmm.
February we have probably surfing at Bells Beach, and that sort of creeps into March, which creeps into the Formula One Grand Prix,
Yep.
which creeps into the end of the cricket season, the start of the AFL football season, which goes through our winter. We play rugby league. We've got one team at rugby league here. Most of them are in New South Wales and Queensland, and they are concurrent seasons, meaning the rugby plays is played at the same time as the AFL.
Hmm.
There's one team in Melbourne, and the rest are in New South Wales and Queensland, mainly New South Wales, whereas the AFL has at least one team in almost every state. Tasmania, the one being out at the moment, but it is being planned to be added. We've got two in Western Australia, two in South Australia, nine in Melbourne, one in Geelong, which is a regional suburb of Victoria, two in New South Wales, and two in Queensland. And the
Wow.
two in New South Wales, one of them is a transplanted team from Melbourne. Used to be South Melbourne, then it was moved to the Sydney to become the Sydney Swans. We have another one in the west of Sydney called the Greater Western Sydney Giants, which is an expansion team, and they occasionally play in Canberra, the capital.
Hmm.
We have a Brisbane Lions, which is another transplanted team. It was originally Fitzroy, which is a suburb of Melbourne. They had financial difficulties, so they were moved up to Brisbane
So
to
transplanted means that they've moved from an area to another
move
area.
from the state they're in, yeah.
Right.
And
Right.
then they became the Brisbane Bears. Then there was a team that they were going to put in Brisbane, so they merged the Fitzroy Lions from the Melbourne area with the Brisbane Bears in Queensland to come up with the Brisbane Lions. And then they created another team called Gold Coast Suns, and that's an expansion team. We have 18 clubs
Wow.
in the AFL currently.
And that's all
And
AFL, is it?
yeah, the Australian Rules Football League.
Wow.
Yep.
It's quite
The
big then.
name of the sport is not AFL. The name of the sport is Australian Rules.
Ah,
So we have many tiers in competition, but
right.
unlike your English football, we don't
Hmm.
have promotion and relegation.
Right.
So we have several tiers and they all stay in their own nice little tiers.
It's pretty big then.
Oh, definitely.
Huge.
There could be, trying to think there, you've got one main league, which is the Australian Football League. We've got each has a state league, Queensland, Northern Territory, Western Australia, South Australia, Victoria, and Tasmania. And then on top of that, you've got district leagues, which are the smaller local government areas like your councils,
Hmm.
and each of those has a league inside of it. And on top of that, we have a women's football in companion to most of these.
Right.
And they're also most of the smaller leagues, which is the district leagues, are football in terms of Australian rules football and netball. Netball's really big down here.
I
So we've got
heard.
the football and netball league. Yeah.
Just maybe we could leave the netball to the next chat.
Yeah. Most definitely.
It's huge though, isn't it?
Oh, we've got sport coming out of our, yeah.
And of course the peak of it, I suppose, happens, through the summer. So your midsummer is December, yes?
Yes.
Right.
So things like, see, AFL football and go through the whole winter and they start March and end in September. So it's the sporting calendar is very how do I say, very crowded. So you've got to
Yeah.
fit basically everything from November to March. You've got to fit every other sport, meaning that you've got to play cricket, which
Yeah.
has the international level, then you
Okay.
have the state level, then you have the district level, and then you have the local level. So
It
each of
sounds so
those,
confusing.
so you can be playing football, netball, cricket, and soccer at pretty much the 12 months of the year.
Mm.
And
It's quite
that's,
jam-packed, isn't it?
oh, definitely,
I
definitely.
hadn't
There's always that.
appreciated that there was so much sport going on.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't include any other, yeah, and then any other hobby that you've got.
Yeah.
You know, you've got
My goodness.
10-pin bowling, you've got darts, you've got snooker, eight ball.
It goes on forever and ever.
Yeah, yeah. So you can just keep going and going and going until you
Yeah.
find something.
My goodness.
So, yeah.
Well, I think we should save something for another chat, don't you, Dominic?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Well,
And this,
I
you know,
really,
this is, and one good thing about this is this has been completely unscripted.
yeah,
I basically just woke up and put on my, put
put
on
on your
a,
top and off we go.
yeah.
So what time is it with you? I've forgotten.
It is just, it's 10 past 6 a.m. now.
Right.
That was
So you're
5:45.
right. Okay. So you're an hour behind the Sydney time.
No, we are now um the same time.
Oh, okay.
Melbourne and Sydney are the same. It's Queensland that was an hour behind.
Oh, right. Yeah. I get so confused.
Now we're because when you go to daylight saving, we lose it.
Yes.
But in the summertime, it's a lot easier
Yes.
to get in contact with my friends in the UK because it would be when we have daylight saving and you don't, it'd be 10 past 8 now, not 10
Yeah.
past 6. So that
Yeah.
makes it a lot easier.
Yes. So
You
the
know what's
meetings
happening.
in our summer are 2 hours later or an
Yes.
hour later, and in the
Yeah.
winter it's earlier. So yeah.
Mm. I know that because I have a couple of friends in the
Manchester?
UK. No, no.
Not Manchester? I thought it was Manchester.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, well, yeah, just outside. Yeah, just outside of Manchester,
Yeah,
actually.
I thought it
Can't think
was.
of the exact name of the suburb, but it'll come to me. But yeah, just outside of Manchester. And this chap is great because he'll get on YouTube live streams and
Oh, you
he'll
are
be up
now.
to
I'm
he'll be
recording
up to
this.
4 and 5 in the morning.
Yeah, I was just about to say it's 4 or 5 in the morning. I remember you telling me this.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know.
it's 10. It starts at 10 a.m. my time, which is 1 a.m. at this period of time.
Yeah.
But during my summer and your winter, that's 3 a.m.
Yeah. What's mad?
and sometimes it can be between 3 and 6 a.m.
Mad. Absolutely bonkers.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Well, Dominic, it's been an absolute pleasure chatting to you. I think we need a part two, don't you?
Oh, I'm
Yeah, I
happy
I
to
think
keep
we do.
chatting.
I think we do in a few weeks' time. Let people
Yeah.
get over this one first.
Yeah.
And I shall see you a little bit later on this evening.
Yeah. Yeah. About an hour and a
Well,
bit.
we're gonna have some. I hope you're gonna off and have some brekkie now, I guess.
Yes, that's what I'm just about to do. I also need to go to the little boy's room as well. So
Well, I better let you go then.
yeah, yeah. I'll see you soon.
Anyway, it's been an absolute pleasure chatting to you. Thank you,
Oh,
Dominic, and
definitely.
we'll
No
chat
worries about
soon.
that.
Thank you.
Yes. Bye bye.
Bye.